All right. All right. Looks like we've got it all set up. It's like, where you been? Where you been? Where have you been? I know where I've been. But then, where were you? Okay. There we go. Do this. And one last thing is open up the chat. There we go. All right. This is like unannounced. Um, Last minute, unplanned, authentic creatrix mode again? Yes, yes, we are. We're back on authentic creatrix mode yet again, yet again. Um, Hello, Instagram. Uh, Hello, YouTube. Hello, Facebook. I am still Asia the Soulful Creatrix. And I realized that time has been just going by. Time was just rolling. Time was just gone, and I was nowhere to be found, right? I had a lot going on. 2 weeks ago Monday, 2 weeks ago Monday, I wasn't feeling well, I believe. I know I was sick 2 weeks ago Monday. Hello, Miss Mike, Michelle. Um, yeah, I think I was sick 2 weeks ago Monday, and then this Monday, which I had every intention, I was like, I'll just, bring it back. I'll step back in. Nobody will notice. Everything is fine. I'm gonna step back in on this Monday, and I had my puppy, my doggy, my Mellow. He passed away this weekend, and it was just like I knew it was coming. Um, I deal in the death arts, right? um and I knew it was coming, and I was trying. I have to do like a lot. Like I have to help him, right? It was like I have to help him. I also have to walk my daughter through the process, you know what I mean? And then I have, my other animal here, that guy. um and like just trying to work the energy of the house. It was a lot, but he did pass away this weekend. He had a good life, and that's the thing about it, is that a lot of times when you have an animal, you don't expect, like when people buy and get these dogs and cats and stuff. I don't think that they expect that there's going to be 10, 11 years of loving and experiences and interactions and conversations with the animal, right? And then um just like with a human, you get them to the point where they are no longer able, to keep going in their body, right? And so that's where we were. And Mello, he came here to Florida with us. I got him in Texas. He was 4 when I got him, so he was an adult when I got him. And we had him for 10 years, so he was 14. um Long life, 14 in human, like in dog years, is like 98, you know what I mean? So he was up there with the greats like Betty White. um so I was honored that I was able to have him in my life. But Monday, it just uh I don't know. Monday, I just wasn't feeling it. I was like, I don't know. I know that these are supposed to be an act of devotion where I come on and make sure that I stay relevant in the world here, peek my head out in my hermit life. But yeah, Monday, I just wasn't feeling it. So with that being said, hey, look, it's Wednesday, I hear. So um we're on Wednesday. So this is Monday for me, like Wednesday, if that makes any sense, okay? And while I was in my world here, I also did some shamanic journeying work. Loved the shamanic journeying work that I did. I've been trying to make sure that I stay good on my shamanic practicing, practicing. my shamanic work. So, because a lot of times I will be like up here in my head, like, like we're talking human design, right? Like that was way up in the intellectual space, right? Um, I like shamanic work. I like, traditional, ancient, practices because they keep you down, embodied, um, soul kind of feeling, heart space, work. And so I love that part about it. So yeah, I had a shamanic journeying course, which I loved. And I learned that my animal, which had been the elephant for so long, the elephant and the dragon had been, for so long in the Phoenix, my animals, and got me through like this part of my life that was, the elephant being, more matronly, mother, matriarchal, that type of energy. And now I see as I'm empty nesting, which I wrote a book about, um, plug, um, that that whole process, you end up getting new animals. So getting new animals like spirit animals or power animals, that was interesting for me. And I probably could talk about that like for a while, but I didn't want to, because today I did my work, this morning, and I was on my tarot pulls, and I use a Light Seers tarot. All right. So in the Light Seers tarot, I got the Wheel of Fortune. Right. I actually got it in reverse. Okay. But I got the Wheel of Fortune card. Right. Um, and I'm looking at the card, and a lot of times people get a little worried about the Wheel of Fortune card, and I didn't expect that the Wheel of Fortune card would be one of those cards like the Tower or like the Devil, or like Death, where people get worried and anxious, when the card comes up. So I thought about it, and I wanted to know, like, do maybe more on what this Wheel of Fortune card means to you. I can talk about what it means to me. If you end up wanting to, talk about what it means to you while I'm on here, go ahead, chime in, and we can, discuss. I'm here for it. You know what I mean? But the Wheel of Fortune card, this is the 10. So this one is in the Light Seers deck. Okay. This is the Wheel of Fortune card in the Rider Waite deck, right? And this is my gold card. So I don't really have like an actual Rider Waite deck anywhere really. I could have brought out what it means in other decks, what it looks like in other decks. I probably should have. Oh, that would have been good. Hey, woman, Devin, can you go bring me the other? I need one more deck. It's a blue card deck. It's the Soul's Journey deck. It's up on top of the shelf, because I would love to discuss it with the Soul's Journey deck, because, and I just thought about this, like literally, I told you, no planning. All right, zero planning on this shit, right? Okay, but because in the Light Seers deck, they do the artist did a good job of like kind of open washing, I'm going to call it, not like washing it down or anything like that, but it removed some of the symbology that was on the Rider Waite deck. And this one, came after that. This would be like based off of the, Rider Waite deck, or what the artist feels is, Wheel of Fortune. All right. Um, huh? It's a blue box, dark blue, and it says Soul's Journey. It might be by my bed. Um, but yeah, so the wheel stays, if you can see, the wheel stays there. So this was the wheel in the Light Seers deck, right? You have the person. This is normally like the Fool, the person who's taking the hero's journey throughout the tarot deck. Okay, and this is her here on top of the wheel, as it spins, and the other symbols are not on this card. There are several other symbols that would have appeared on a card if they, used them. But again, because it was kind of like a washing, um, maybe more inclusive. I don't know what the intention was for the artist. And I did a whole review of the deck and how I love about this deck. So, you can go find that. It's on YouTube. But anyway, so she's on top of the wheel, right? And what I did notice on the wheel that she did keep, no, Soul's Journey. It'll say like it's a dark blue box and it says Soul's Journey or something like that. We may not find it, guys. We may not get the card. Because I'm not gonna even go find it. But I wanted to see what, and it may, like I said, it may be by my bed. I wanted to see what the Soul's Journey deck. There you go. Thank you. So I wanted to see what this deck also shows as the Wheel of Fortune card, because okay, I'm going to show you why. So like I mentioned, when you're looking at this, then you see these 4 letters here, right? And they kept the 4 letters. This artist kept the 4 letters: the T, the A, R, and the O, right? Which you would think, okay, so it's spelling tarot, right? Like, so it does lead one to question why these 4 letters, right? The T, the A, the R, and the O, right? And as I was doing some looking into the symbology of the Wheel of Fortune card, I found on Reddit there was someone who was like, I hate the Wheel of Fortune card. It always is terror for me. And that is why I wanted to talk today about the Wheel of Fortune card and what does that mean to you. But as you know, they're talking about it and they're like, what does the TARO mean on the wheel? Let's see, on the Rider-Waite deck, you can see, I don't know if you're going to be able to see with my gold here, the shiny, but there is the TARO on the wheel, right? And then there's also 4 Hebrew letters, right, that are in between the TAR and O. Okay, it's Yev, Hod, is it Yev Va Hod Va, right? So there's there they go. So there's Va, and then Yed, and then Hod. Okay, so yeah, Yed, Va, Hod, and Va, right? Which is, the Hebrew name Jehovah, which they don't really like have like the lettering in between like the vowels, and then somebody put the vowels in. Long story short, I wasn't there for it. Okay, it's just Yed, Va, Hod, Va, right? So I wanted to see on the Soul's Journey deck, which again, I did do a dive in. I talked about the Soul's Journey deck, and how it added the extra oomph that I was looking for when it came to the Tree of Life. I did a deep dive on Hebrew. I did a deep dive on the Tree of Life, Kabbalistic symbolism. And here we go. All right, so here is the Wheel of Fortune card. Okay, so on here, now this deck, which I would have assumed, I hadn't even looked at it. Like I said, I'm doing this right now with you on the live, okay? So I would have assumed that a deck that caters more or is embracing more of the tree of life symbolism, would have included um, the letters on there. But this one, so okay, on the shoot, I keep listening. Okay, on the Rider-Waite card, right? There were, hey Mike, there were 4 additional symbols, right? So you had the T, A, R, and the O, right? You've got the Yed, Va, Ho, Va, right? And then you've got 4 animals, right? Um, and these are the fixed zodiac, right? The Taurus, Scorpio, Aquarius. Oh, I'm gonna get it wrong. Oh, shoot. I'm gonna get it wrong. I'm not gonna try. I'm not even gonna try. If you know it, tell me what it is. All right. But it's them in their higher forms. So a lot of symbolism here. Okay. But then we get back to the T, A, R, and the O, right? And someone says that you would think that it's TARO, and then the T again, because that's it's just the wheel, so the wheel is going to keep going, so that you get TARO, so it's tarot, right? But if you go in with the Hebrew letters, the Yod Hova, Hod, and then it's backwards. So then you're getting Tora, right? Which is Torah, right? Okay. Look, the card has a lot going on in it, okay? And I think that the one thing that I did find that it made so much sense to me, and I'm going to bring it up it was the royal path. Let's see. That rota is Latin for wheel. That was on there. And where were we at? Oh, okay. So it was Taurus, Leo, Scorpio, and Aquarius. Those were the 4 creatures, the fixed signs. Let's see. Where were we at? Oh, okay. That it was, if you're reading it, then you're going to get Rota Torah, Orat Torah, Etor, right? And it's like, okay, that's a lot going on with 4 letters, but it means the wheel of the Torah, praise the driver of the Torah, right? And this is where I'm at today. This is where I am with it. We're 17, 18 minutes in on it today, okay? And this is where I wanted to go with this. Universal law. One of the universal laws. You got the law of correspondence. You got the law of attraction, right? You got the law of focused success, right? It's the idea that when a card like this comes up, okay, and you see the card and you're like, oh hell, this is wrong. I don't know why someone would just automatically see any card and be like, oh hell, this is wrong. But a lot of people, when they're seeing the cards, they feel some kind of way. They add their energy to the card. Sometimes it's negative, right? You see the devil card comes up, you're like, oh hell, this is wrong. Now you've added your negative energy to your reading, to your interpretation of what's happening. But what if it's that the driver is the driving, like you're driving and you're being driven, right? It's a wheel, right? It's circular, it's cyclical, right? That was also a universal law of rhythm, right? That things are up, then things are down, the things are up, and then things are down, and then things are up, right? It's a cyclical, rhythmic tune, right? A cycle that we are all in, okay? Sometimes the energy is just not going your way, but that's because at some point the energy does come back your way. You know what I mean? If you're consistently feeling like the energy is never going to go your way, you will likely be right. because you're driving your energy around you. And so when I received the card this morning, it was, I lost it again. Yo, how do I keep losing my card? When I received the card this morning, it was in reverse. I really did lose it. I don't know where it went. Oh, there it was. It was in reverse. Okay. And one would think, oh, then that automatically means you've got bad luck coming, right? Or you've got negativity happening. But I think that what I last thing that I read, as I've been working out of human design now, like I've done that deep dive, and now, like I said, I'm coming back into heart with shamanic more training and journeying and thought, and coming back into myself on that, coming out of the bottom deep ditch, right, and coming back out, letting the sun shine back on everything again, right, is that when the bad things happen, things that we see as bad, things that maybe at the time we're just like, these are just the negative things, if we take that extra step to see where it could possibly be a positive for us, that puts that sprinkle of energy in that we need to push into the positive again, right? Because again, as above, so below, as within, so without. So if you're seeing a bunch of negative around you, a bunch of muck and growth around you, it is likely because you are seeing a bunch of negative within you. So bringing that back out, that wheel keeps turning, right? The wheel keeps going. Okay, if something negative happens, my dog died, where's the positive in that? He was my familiar, my dog for 10 years, and my family was able to give him a life that people just kept giving him back. It was kind of crazy. People just kept giving him back to the pound. His story is kind of insane. And like, how many times he was returned, but he got to, hang out with us for 10 years, good and bad, and, crazy. I've got the home for wayward pets here. Okay. Like, something happens, I'm like, let's take in, I'm apparently the home for wayward pets. I've got a gecko right now living with me. I mean, she's great. I'm not gonna say there's nothing wrong with her. I mean, she doesn't take up a lot of space. She's not loud. But she's here hanging out with me, and I've got Tank still. We got this roommate. No, I'm joking. I'm joking. I'm joking. It's my kid. Okay. But it's the idea of, is my life as bad as I want to think it is? Or is my life as bad because I'm thinking it so, right? It's that the Jehovah, right? Inside here, it's the idea of I am, let's just go with that. I am, okay? It's the creator seed, right? And it's in the wheel. It's the driver of the wheel. It's that creative seed. It's that what you're taking and what you're putting out. I'm driving, I'm rolling. And I think that that's what the Wheel of Fortune card means to me. That's how I take it, Um, I wouldn't be where I am today if the things that happened to me hadn't happened, right? Um, I wouldn't be able to help the people that I help today. And I have a new client, that is going through something that I possibly have gone through, or that I can relate to, or that I can relate to the pain. so that I can hold space. I can have the conversation without the additional judgment that may happen when they go to someone who doesn't have that additional experience, right? It makes me a better practitioner, and it makes me someone who's better equipped to help my clients. And that's the positive out of it, you know? Um, Not being known means that those who find me are those who are supposed to find me. And that's the positive, right? And it's like I said, it's the wheel. It keeps turning, it keeps going, we keep moving. The I am is the I am. And it is all. The all is what it all is, which is what I got as my message in my journeying course. When I was going on my shamanic journeys last week. So I find that all very interesting that it all connects. Now, that being said, I will still pull. All right, I'm going to pull cards for earth, air, fire, and water energy, like I do every time I'm on. Okay. Oh, yeah. And this is my bowl. Hold on. Let me go ahead and clear the energy, right? It's my bowl, y'all. All right. I feel like that's I should do that. I should do that more often. Just on a live. Just clear some energy. Just make it different, right? Anyway, so I'm going to pull a card for earth, air, fire, and water energy. And we do this each time. If you want to go back, earth, if you want to go back and see what is for you, the message later, you can find these again on YouTube. When I do these, I found out they're also on Facebook, but I don't know how long I'm going to keep them on Facebook now. But they are on YouTube, Soulful Creatrix YouTube channel. Okay, earth, air, fire, water. So, I have them there. I have a lot of different videos there. I have 110 videos apparently on my YouTube channel. I don't know how that happened. I feel like at the beginning of this year, I had 2 that I had up there because I like deleted everything and started over. So now I have 110. I have tarot card reviews. I have oracle card reviews. There's just a bunch of random stuff where I'm just kind of talking about the spiritual journey. So, I'm sure there's something there for you. If it is, go find it. If you find something and you like it, please share it, like it. These are free ways that you can help support me on my journey and help me to be able to support others on their journey. Okay. That being said, I've got 4 cards here for Earth. I've got the 8 of Pentacles. Yo, you're doing a lot. Okay, there's a lot going on. We are in a culminating, emotional, but kind of a feeling. All right, it's that I could take it or I can leave it kind of a feeling, right? And so here's that you're gonna have to push through it. You're gonna have to just make it be what it is. Your wheel, right? This is your wheel, your fortune. Okay. The 8 of Cups. It's I kind of feel full. I kind of feel like um I can go, but I can also leave it. Like it's very much like a take it or leave it energy. It's up to you to decide what you're doing with it. Are you gonna take it? Are you gonna leave it? Okay. The Ace of Swords. Okay, so Earth, Air, Ace of Swords. Kind of makes sense. That looks like air. Tell me that does not look like an air. This is giving air energy right here, right? Like I'm seeing air all over it. But that's just me, okay? I'm not gonna lie. Ace of Swords, it's as an air card, right? It's just air energy. Okay, this is that. Like I can see it. I can cut through the BS, right? I can, figure it out, negotiate it mentally. I go deep. This is a spiral staircase. She's into her brain, right? That is like air all over. Okay. This is your time right now. Okay. The energy is good. You got something you're thinking about. Think about it. Have fun. Take a timer. Think about it for a bit. Do what you're going to do. And then, come back out. Okay. Come back up the staircase. But just know that this is good for air cards. Or there, fire. Ooh, the 8 of Swords. We had a lot of 8. So there we go. 8 of Pentacles. Now we got the 8 of Swords for the fire. All right. Look, this is again mentally like you're kind of making a mess mentally of something that is not really there. Okay. If you look, she is being tied up as she's looking in a mirror. Okay. She's not being tied up, but she is in the mirror. Okay. It's illusion. It's, um, you're not really getting the real picture, but you're adding your negative to the picture. It's a step back. Okay. Again, when we're talking about that wheel of fortune, right? The driver's driving. You're the driver, or you're being driven, right? So it's that, take a step back, see the cycle, see what's happening before you start adding in your negativity to it. Okay. That's that. Fire. And then water. King of Wands, it's in reverse. All right. It could feel like you're just not able to get things going right now. Maybe it's a time to chill. Maybe it's just like a relax and wait type moment. It's just not the right time for whatever you're trying to make happen. And it just feels like, you want it, like something is good's coming, but and it is, there's always something good coming. Like I said, the wheel is turning, okay? But right now it's kind of like a chill, not like roll in, okay? Like don't attack or anything, run, jump in, but kind of like a wait and see type of a thing. That's where I'm feeling for my water energy people. This week I have bowls on Sunday at Herbs and Earth. If you're in West Palm Beach, you want to come find me, come find me. I am excited because we are less than a month away from Sound Healing Workshop Series. I have partnered up, right, with my great friend Dr. Grace. She's opening up Zaya at Lavender for me, and the whole goal is to not perform. All right. I do sound baths on Sundays. I do sound baths on Thursdays, some days, sometimes, and a lot of times it was like, hey, when are you going to perform again? And a bath is not a performance, right? It's um it's a spiritual, soul filled act, I would say, that an action that I do in order to help others who are there to get what they need from the sound bath. Okay. It takes a lot of energy. I end up falling asleep a lot of times afterwards. Like the rest of my day is pretty much, done. Great nap. You know what I mean? It takes a lot from me to do such things. Okay. It's not a performance, and for that reason, I felt like I wanted to find more people who want to know more deeper level of what sound healing is versus the performance of it. Okay. When I'm doing a tuning for healing, it's not a performance, right? It's like a it's an act, it's a practice, right? And I'm like, hey, it would be great if maybe I had a space and everyone who was interested in getting to the bottom for themselves, for their bottom, their inside of what sound healing could be coming from them. You know what I mean? Where can sound healing help you if you are the practitioner? And so that's what we're going to do. You can bring your instrument, you can bring your voice, you can bring your hands, right? I'm going to bring some bowls, I'm going to bring some drums. And the goal is that we work it through together in a workshop element. Okay. Um, what are you working through? What would that look like from a sound healing practitioner's point of view? How would we work through it? Okay. And it's 13 weeks of this. Okay. So each week is going to be different. Um, Depends on who shows up that week, what we talk about, how we work through it. Input from everybody, group setting, like getting the energy from others, getting to that, maybe even some troubleshooting on, like I said, like it's a lot of energy that comes out that I use when I'm doing a sound bath. So how do I harness, manufacture that energy? Where does that energy come from? Because it's not me, right? And just having like these sessions to be able to talk it through with other people who are interested, because I know that there are just like, you end up like, you get a calling, you're like, you know what, I know that there's more that I could be doing, and where could I be putting that energy? Where could I be bringing that out? And like, what if we can create like a community, a group of sound healers that we just know and connect and can grow together? Like, that's what I'm hoping for one day. But at this point, it's really just a matter of opening the space. It's an if you build it, they will come type situation. I did have a lot of community card, remember? So now we are on building the community. And so that's what I'm doing. So that starts August 6th. I believe that there's a link. I'll leave a link on this live, but I know that the link is in my Instagram bio. My website crashed. All right. And because I am my hosting, I'm a host, right? And that's, one of my businesses, right, is to make sure that my media stays up. That's what we're working on. It wasn't my fault, first of all, that my website went down. Okay. I'm going to it's not my fault. All right. My hosting platform sold itself to someone else elsewhere and decided that they were going to like jack up, everything. I had nothing to do with that. All right. The servers decided that they wanted to be elsewhere. I am just going to act in accordance, and I had to find a new hosting platform. So found a new hosting platform. Now it just takes a couple of days to transfer domains. That's it. So that's where we are. So right now, today, Wednesday, no, you can't look at my website. Okay. But you can look on Instagram. The tickets are on Instagram for the August 6th, and on. Basically, you can buy the whole series. I would suggest that, like, especially if you wanted to like take a deep dive, like invest in yourself. You know what I mean? Invest in yourself. It's like, I think it's like $240 or something like that. You get 13 sessions working through sound healing for yourself. Like, this isn't like, oh, let me see how other people do sound healing and then I'm just going to hopefully one day be like them. No, this is, what does sound healing look like and feel like for me? And how can I use what I have to add to that culture, to add to that language, to add to that, those ripples, you know what I mean? So there's that. Or you can just do each session as they come up. They're weekly on Tuesdays here in West Palm Beach, not online. This is a in-person, interactive, feeling that energy there type of a situation. I'm so excited by it. Oh, you can also do monthly. So you can say, I'm going to just do the whole month of August, the whole month of September, or the whole month of October, and just buy them, monthly like that. So, look, I'm excited by it. Okay. I have not done anything like this before. I was invited. So my mental projector, checklist was, checked off. I was invited to do it. So I know for a fact that, when I'm getting the invite, that means that it's going to be different than it was when I didn't get the invite, at least that, right? Yeah, so there's that. I have another sound bath on August 8th. And the information will be up soon for that one. And I think that's everything that I have going on now. Of course, always on the circle, on our circle community in the Soulful, in the Creatrix Academy, there are, of course, there are the courses in the Creatrix Academy still. Divination for Non-Witches, which I don't know if I showed you guys. I'm afraid to even pull this out because the level of pile that I have in front of me right here is kind of scary. But here it is. I got it. All right. The Divination for Non-Witches course, which inspired me to create the Divination for Non-Witches journal, which this is with a proof. Okay, so this is not the actual one, but look how beautiful. Look at the color. Hold on. Look at the color. I got excited. This is holding your daily readings. There you go. And then this one was for like personal reflection, so like the journaling pages, just empty journaling pages. Anyway, the Divination for Non-Witches course is still up in the Creatrix Academy. You get the book, you can get a discount on the course. I did not do it vice versa. Maybe I'll consider a vice versa. I don't know. Okay. But if you're like me and you have like a gajillion tarot decks all over the place and you're constantly doing your readings, you're working through communing with your higher spirit, and you need a place to kind of put what you're learning, what you're gaining, and kind of keep it all together. There you go. Bam. I got a journal. Anyway, it's on Amazon. You can find it. And then of course my the free 21 days of journaling is still available on the Creatrix Academy. The self-reflection journal, that one is, see, I'm about to cause a whole havoc here with things falling. There it is. The Finding You journal, still available on Amazon. This feels good. I'm not gonna lie. I like the way it feels. I had to return these because somebody ate something and then like touched all over these journals. Okay. So I did not like that. So I'm returning these. But this is the Finding You journal in hardback function, right? You'll find that I have a style. I have a style. I like the pops of color. I use the same for colors. They are just my brand colors. I like that. It just says me in it, But yeah, so next I'm working on a workbook, not even a journal now. Now I'm on a workbook for my Universal Laws course, which is in the Creatrix Academy. The course itself, awesome. We go through 12 universal laws and an actual application practical format. Okay, so that's also in there. So yeah, the Creatrix Academy is also there. The The books are available on Amazon. I've got a couple of ebooks. Again, not on the website. Don't look on the website right now today. Look maybe Friday. Look on the website, okay? Because the ebook is up there. Soul Flight for my empty nesters like me who are like working through that empty nesting process. And then yeah, of course, the sound baths. And if you just need to find me on a more personal level, like for your soul walk, your spiritual walk, maybe you're more interested in like a soul alchemy type of a journey, you can find me and we can book an appointment. Um, that's everything I got. I feel like that was a lot of plugging, but it's because I have been gone for 2 weeks. It feels like I've been gone for 2 weeks. So that was a lot of plugging. If any of the things that I said today, about the Wheel of Fortune, about your energy reading, if any of that resonated with you, please like, share, maybe leave a comment, leave a yes, it resonated, especially on YouTube, because I'm kind of lost on YouTube. Oh, hey, I didn't even see Eileen was on there. Hey, hi, Minister Oshun Kemi. I didn't even see you were on there. I apologize. I did not have the thing up. Um, but yeah, if any of it resonated, if you just let me know if it resonated, leave a comment because YouTube seems to like that. I'm basically a soul entrepreneur catering to an AI world. It's kind of weird. It does not really resonate, but um, I'm trying to work through it just like we all are, right? So work the AI thing, okay? Help the algorithm find me. However, you got to do that, okay? I don't know. You do it, okay? Until next time, I am Asia, the Soulful Creatrix. I am wishing you nothing but love and peace and many continued blessings. And I'll speak to you again in the future sometime.